And I'm being very honest here. I'm going to hop off and watch the finals after I talk about this. But the Indiana Fever have to. They have to at least. Steph White needs to 180 on how she plays, or the Indiana Fever need to trade Caitlin Clark. Like, it's as simple as that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, Caitlin Clark was running on, and Steph White was like, yeah, no. No. Like, I need to find the shot clock violation possession. Does anyone know when the shot clock violation possession was? Where she threw the ball and just ran to the side. Like, it was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. Shot clock team turnover 5-0-1, I think, in the fourth quarter to go. It was maybe the worst possession I've ever seen. And it was a close game. The Indiana Fever walked the ball up the floor. And Lexi Hull had to shoot what is a terrible shot. Like, the Indiana Fever are a team where you're like, this team should be really good. And just sometimes with the way the offense is, you're just not. You're just not. Like, this team is just not. It's just not it. So watch this possession right here. First of all, I just want to make this very, very clear. Caitlin Clark commits an 8-second violation, and she did this at least five times in the game that I was counting. She committed an 8-second violation. I want you guys to see the clock right here. Caitlin Clark committed an 8-second violation. Nothing is happening. Nothing's happening here, so there's no point in looking at it. Nothing's happening. Caitlin Clark throws the ball to Myesha Hines-Allen. Caitlin Clark runs to the corner. Myesha Hines-Allen runs a handoff. Nothing happens. By the way, there's 3.3 seconds to go in the shot clock. And then the ball goes into Lexi Hull and she chokes up Rick. Like, I'm sorry, you just can't. You cannot have Caitlin Clark and play like that. You simply put cannot have Caitlin Clark on your team and do that. That is unacceptable. It is unacceptable from Caitlin. It's unacceptable from Caitlin to do it. Like, to agree to it. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for Steph White to try to it. It's just it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Like, Caitlin Clark is not supposed to get called for 8 seconds when there's no defense. She's just not. Like, it's like Stephanie White inherited a Formula One car, and not even a shitty Formula One car. She inherited, like, the McLaren right now. She inherited the cars that Red Bull had when Verstappen won everything. And she said, no, I'm going to inherit the greatest sports car of all time. And but I want it just to, I just want to use it to go to the store and back. So I'm going to drive it like it's a near broken down Kia. This is one of those things where I'm like, I'm just so over watching this team play the way Stephanie White wants to play. Like, we've seen all these clips. I made a montage because I watched back and I was like, was I looking at things with nostalgia goggles? Like, I actually mean this. Like, I went back through just to make sure I wasn't watching back with nostalgia goggles. Like, just look at this tempo this team played at. Just everything. Look at how fast even Caitlin's moving. Like, look at this. When was the last time we saw Caitlin make one of these passes? She's the only player that can do that. Caitlin dribbling the ball up the floor. Okay, yeah, I'm going to look up. Boom. We got it to Kelsey. We got it to Katie Lou. Brick. And then even on defense, it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to just be kind of hectic. Like, look at even how Caitlin's moving. Caitlin's playing with flow. Caitlin's playing with rhythm. The way this team moved. Like, they'll concede a basket. I'll find one here. Like, this team used to concede baskets. And this was off a conceding basket. Yeah, we're gone. Like, watch. They conceded a basket. Boom. Let's just run. Let's find Alyssa Smith. Boom. Like, what happened? What happened? Like, you've got Caitlin drawing doubles. Boom. Let's find Lexi. Look, inbound. Caitlin. Boom. Dribble. 20, 21, 20, 19. Whatever, 17. Look, watch this. Watch this play here. Imagine seeing this and saying, nah, we don't want that anymore. Imagine seeing this and saying, nah, I don't want that. What do I want to do? I want this game to come down to who makes some of the most contested shots. And if you guys agree that's bullshit, subscribe. And please leave a like. Please leave a like. Like, Stephanie White is destroying what made Caitlin. And we should be very clear about that. Stephanie White has destroyed what made Caitlin. She has destroyed the reason. There are 1,200 people in here. She has destroyed the reason we're all watching. She has destroyed the reason we are all here. And I'm not saying Stephanie White's this terrible coach, because you want to know what Stephanie White's really good at? If you have a bad team, like, there are every coach has their strengths and weaknesses. Stephanie White is really good at, if you are expected to lose a game, to drag the other team down to your level and make it a dogfight. And in a dogfight, the team with the most dogs wins. The problem is, when it comes down to a dogfight, in that type of scenario, I don't know how much of a dog Caitlin Clark is. Like, when it comes to being a physical point guard, like, Caitlin Clark is just worse than Natasha Cloud. It's like saying we know our quarterback. It's like having Tom Brady as a quarterback and saying, yeah, we know other teams know he's a good thrower. That's fine. It's like Barcelona using Messi as decoy. It's like, it's like Barcelona, instead of, like, Barcelona, if you guys don't know, Barcelona had Thierry Henry, had Samuel Eto'o, had Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And their job was every single one of them. Their job was to get Messi. It didn't matter who you were. Your job was to make sure that Messi got his. Your job was to play around Messi. Your job was to spread everything out for Messi. But apparently with the Fever, this is Kelsey Mitchell's team. Sophie went rogue. The play was not supposed to be for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark hit a game winner on a play that wasn't supposed to be for her, because Sophie Cunningham decided, I'm not going to pass the ball to... Like, this was not a play for Caitlin, by the way. This was not a play for Caitlin. As you can see right here, this play, they're down 1. This play was for Kelsey Mitchell. Sophie, as you can see, has no intention of ever giving this ball to Kelsey. This play was for Kelsey freaking Mitchell. And Sophie threw the ball cross court, skip pass. Like, that's a dumb pass. Like, I'm sorry. Caitlin coming off that, there is no scenario you're ever supposed to throw that pass. And it hit the game winner. Like, you have the easiest coaching job in the world. You can literally just say, Caitlin, you do you, and other 4 players run. All she had to do, all the Stephanie White had to do, was give a team that was already the most dangerous team in the league on offense a little bit of structure. Just a little bit of structure on defense. That's all she had to do. But instead, she turned them into a worse version of the 2025 Sun, or 2024 Connecticut Sun. She turned them into a worse version of Connecticut. And it's sad. That is sad. I'm going to be honest. That's fucking sad. Because Caitlin was the most fun player to ever watch. And unless something changes, you got to trade Caitlin. And also, Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell cannot play together. I'm telling you that for a fact. They cannot play together. Not this current version of Kelsey Mitchell. They can't play together.